Hey everyone, Manny here, and in this video I'm gonna talk about games that I've been playing more recently this month and last month for the month of August. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing and liking this video for content like this. I'm currently at 160 subscribers, so I would appreciate the growth, but at the same time I'm pretty sure you all would appreciate me delivering more content. So yeah, let's get started. So let's talk about the games that I've played. You'll probably seen that most of the games are probably talked about previously, but probably not. I don't know if anyone's new to this channel, but I just really want to talk about the first game, and one of my first games that I really enjoyed on the Nintendo Switch is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And it sucks that I don't have like footage of me playing this game because this is a fun compilation title that has about 12 games, 12 fighting games. So if you're like a fighting purist or you just enjoy like fighting games in general, just for casual purposes, I would say this would be like the title you would try to hunt down. Especially if you're a Street Fighter fan, I just like the controls of it. Whereas I think to me, like Mortal Kombat or like maybe a Tekken would be more complicated for me. Don't judge me for that. Maybe I'll probably experiment and just go back to playing some of those games and seeing how they play nowadays. I've always enjoyed the Street Fighter series for the longest since I can remember, since I was yay high. So this was one of like a cool nostalgia trip, and just holds dear to my heart just because it holds some of the favorite titles. Most notably the Street Fighter Alpha series and Street Fighter 3 series. I think those are like the smoothest video games or video fighting games there is out there. So if you're in the market for like a compilation title or just something just for casual fun, you know, fighting game purpose wise, check this out. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I'm pretty sure secondhand market this is really cheap. So check it out, the Street Fighter Alpha, not the Street Fighter Alpha, but the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Continuing on with the Switch, the Nintendo Switch, and another game that I've been playing is Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons. So this is another nostalgia trip that I was embarking on, and it's a cool beat 'em up. I'm gonna say some good and some bad things about it. So first, the good. This is an enjoyable two-player beat 'em up. I don't think online's ready yet. Last time I checked, it was just locally, so I was just doing like the one-player campaigns and whatnot. And it's pretty cool. It just harkens back to like some of the old school beat 'em up games, specifically, you guessed it, Double Dragon. But unfortunately, I think that's too much of a nostalgia trip. And what I mean by that, a lot of the gameplay hasn't been updated to like current standards. And what I mean by that is just the combos, the controls. I mean, nowadays, I mean, it shouldn't be so repetitive. And I know some would say, well, aren't beat 'em ups kind of repetitive? And the answer to that is yes, but it should allow for for the user to be a little bit more creative with your attack. And I think that's one of the drawbacks of this game. It gets a little bit way too repetitive, and the combos that you lay out there just are too much of the same. Whereas I'll talk about another beat 'em up later. That game is encourages you to be a little bit more creative. I just didn't feel that here. Now, to say that it's still a good game, I encourage like people to just check it out. It's fairly new. I think it was released during the summer when I first bought it, and it took me a couple of weeks before I actually just popped this bad boy in and tried it out for myself. I do enjoy it. It does remind you of like the arcade beat 'em ups as well. So I mean, it has a lot of good value in here, but I would say that it's just not for everyone. So just maybe if you could borrow the game from a friend, or see if you can rent this off GameFly, which I didn't know until a few weeks back that that's still a thing. Check it out before you make your purchase here. All right, Double Dragon Gaiden, Rise of the Dragons on Nintendo Switch. Okay, so speaking of beat 'em ups, I've been playing Shredder's Revenge, TMNT. And so, like I just mentioned about Double Dragon and its drawbacks, I think Shredder's Revenge addresses that. And if anyone's played a TMNT beat 'em up, you know what you're looking for, or you know what you're getting yourself into. And this game is no different. Yeah, it's been released since last year, but they released a new downloadable pack. Yikes! I wish I don't know why I stuttered there, but and I did check it out, and it's a survival mode. You get some new color palettes and really good stuff here. So again, check this out. This is playable up to 6 players now. Here's my, I would say, some drawbacks of the game. Again, this is a great game, but not perfect. I'm not a big fan of the 6-player multiplayer. So 6 people playing at a time can get a little bit jarring at times. And I do notice like a little bit of lag. Again, that's probably on my part or maybe my internet connection. I don't know. But I do think that 6 players all at one time is a little bit overkill for a beat 'em up. They should have just limited it to like maybe 4, like they did back in the like 90s with beat 'em ups. And another thing is, I wish they would have had like a time attack mode on this game, so to challenge yourself and others on who can finish each level the fastest under certain circumstances. I think this would have been an added touch to the DLC or the main game, but they didn't do that. So I'm hoping if they ever release a sequel to this game, they'll include that in the game and just some other good stuff. But Shredder's Revenge, really good game, really creative in the attack. Again, it's enjoyable, a lot of replay value again. So for Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PC, and PS systems. Okay, check it out. So my last title on the Nintendo Switch. Wow, I can't believe I'm still on the Nintendo Switch. You could tell my enjoyment for that system is tenfold here. But the last game that I'm really talking about that I played more recently is Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Again, another compilation title. And it's pretty trippy that my brother is the one who told me that this game is out of print. So good luck trying to find this on the resale market. And that's wild to me. Like, I thought this would be more readily available because it's a Mario game. But I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know the logic behind Nintendo. But it holds 3 games: Super Mario 64, which is one of my all-time favorites, Mario Sunshine for the GameCube, and Super Mario Galaxy. The only game that I played on this is Super Mario 64. Like I said, it's one of my favorites. And again, great nostalgia trip for anyone that's a Mario fan. I do. This might be like a hot take. I do think that they did it justice by including some of the better 3D Mario games. Most people will argue that they should have included Mario Galaxy 2, which again I'm not disagreeing with. But I feel like, hey, if there was going to be 3 games included in a bundle, these will be the ones that are on the cover. And yeah, man, Mario 64, I collected all 120 stars, which is, again, a personal achievement of mine. I can remember when I was a kid playing it on my N64. That was like one of my goals that I just never got to achieve. And coming back to it, glad I did with a little help of the internet. And yeah, man, if you can find it on the cheap, on the low, good luck. I do recommend this pickup, okay? All right, so let's just switch it to some different gears here. I think I've had my share of talking about Nintendo Switch titles for right now. I do enjoy the system, so I mean, just looking forward to whatever they're coming out in the next couple of months. But let's talk about an Xbox title, specifically Forza Horizon 4, which is a really enjoyable, like, just arcade style, realistic. I don't know what you would really consider it. It is a racing game, but like I like in the realism factor, I just don't know where you would put it. More like, would you put it in the like the Gran Turismo like side of racing, or the Need for Speed? Again, I'm not too savvy on games like this, but I just found that this was a really enjoyable game for me, just because it was just easy to get into, so to speak. The racing concept is a little bit more of a bigger learning curve for me. I do enjoy cars. I do enjoy the lifestyle of like driving around and the racing scene. But I'll be the first one to admit that I just don't know my way around, like just adjusting like the gears, adjusting like the pressure, just the suspension and all that to achieve like maximum, to get the most out of your car. So it's really been fun just playing this on my Xbox. Now, is this game for everyone? The answer to that is no. You really have to be like a really, what I consider like a good enthusiast, or just someone who's interested in just like arcade fun and just realism there. If you want something more simplistic, I imagine there's some racing games out there for you to check out. If you want something more realistic, again, I suggest there are more games other than this. I just feel like this game flies in the in-between, which is fine by me and probably fine by a lot of people, because I feel like this game is really one of the more popular racing titles out there. So Forza Horizon 4 out, again, secondhand market, probably pick this one up for probably 10-15 bucks, so you can probably find this one on the cheap. All right, so let's talk about the PlayStation side of things with Final Fantasy VII Remake. To my surprise, I didn't realize how long it took me to play this title, actually. I remember when it first came out, I didn't own a PS4, and that really didn't put me in a like dark state, but it just kind of bummed me out, because like, dang, I was so eager after like years of anticipation for this game to play it, and I just didn't have the system to play it for. And it was last year that I bought it, but it was collecting dust on the shelf, and during this summer, late summer, I finally got my hands on it and just started to play this bad boy. And no surprise here, it's a great game. Yeah, it's a different take from the OG PlayStation 1 3-disc model, or 3-disc version, and I understand why they did that. It didn't really disappoint me that they changed so much. It really still captures the core of the epicness of what Final Fantasy is all about, but they just did their own version of it. They just try to, I don't know, change little things here and there, and it wasn't too drastic. The only drastic thing that I can see that they did was the combat system, and I'm not sure how people feel about that. But to me, I think it's a good change, because I understand how gamers don't like to wait, don't like the turn-based system of what an RPG is about. Neither do I, but I can understand them just changing the combat system to just appease a broader audience. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that just bummed me out, more bummed me out, is that it isn't the whole game. It just captures a part of the original story. So I have to wait, or we'll have to wait till Rebirth comes out next year, and see where the continuation from this title, how that pans out for us. So yeah, check it out. I do recommend it, especially if you're an RPG fan, and more specifically if you are like an Final Fantasy VII fan, or Final Fantasy fan in general. So yeah, this is available on PS4, PS5 systems, and you can find it in stores and secondhand. All right, check it out. Okay, so there you have it, all the games that I've played for the past couple of months, weeks, whatever. What have y'all been playing? Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to in the next couple of months as well. Like, I'm really anticipating Spider-Man 2 to be obviously a big thing. I expect that Sony like makes a good push towards that game, and that's probably one that I'm pretty much gonna be playing in the foreseeable future. If you made it this far, consider liking, subscribing, and just showing support. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for being with me, and hope to see you guys on the next one. Take care. Peace.